I think the Chargers are cursed. Seriously. So many chances to beat the Chiefs. They outplayed the Chiefs. Look at this. It's 17-17. And Gerald Everett, the yak. And then he's winded. He wants out of the game. Brandon Staley not only doesn't take him out of the game, they rush to the line of scrimmage. Justin Herbert throws the ball to him, and he doesn't run. Looks like he has the mobility of a lamppost, and it equals a pick six. What the hell was that? I mean, it's like he was picking daisies out there. That was crazy. That was wild. That's on Brandon Staley, Joe Lombardi, head coach, offensive coordinator. You need to see that in terms of your player, Gerald Everett, who's begging to come out of the game after he goes down the field. He's tapping out. Now, that's on the coach, but also Gerald Everett. Okay, they decided to rush the line. Asinine dumb. You gotta try. You gotta try. No effort. It's 17-17. Justin Herbert grossly outplaying Patrick Mahomes. That was the drive. That was the turning point drive. It's the Chargers division. Justin Herbert outplayed Patrick Mahomes all game, had a better performance, threw for 100 more yards, and you couldn't win? Oh, by the way, the officiating was terrible. I mean, the phantom penalty on that interception was awful. And, 4 plays later, you saw Mahomes just throw a Steph Curry-like pass for a touchdown. And this was at 17-17 in the third. How do you have enough conclusive visual evidence to overturn that? I mean, are you kidding me? 2 Mahomes interceptions overturned. 1 via the penalty, 1 via replay. I mean, this is absolute garbage. This is madness. The Chargers are cursed. I mean, that's it. The coaching is terrible, and they're wasting Justin Herbert, who last night was a combination of majestic and heroic. His ribs were a mess. He is just writhing in pain, had to throw the ball away because he just couldn't hold the ball. Then comes back and does this, and then does this. I mean, it's crazy. Then you have to kick the onside kick. The Chargers get it, and they get the right bounce. It hits off a Chief, and the Chiefs recover. I mean, Patty Mahomes, give him credit. Give Andy Reid credit. They took advantage of horrendous officiating. They took advantage of nonsensical coaching. It was all there. I mean, that onside kick at the end was kind of fitting, right? It was executed perfectly. It went off a Chiefs player. It did exactly what was supposed to happen, and the Chiefs somehow recover. I mean, the Chargers have to be cursed. I mean, Brandon Staley has no idea what he's doing. The officiating was dreadful. How you call that penalty on the first interception, that's awful. And Samuel caught the ball. He caught the ball. It's not even up for discussion. His hand was at the bottom. He conclusive visual evidence. It was ruled an interception on the fields. Yet, somehow, on a day that was supposed to be the changing of the guard in the AFC West, remember, in this division, all these games matter so much. Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid somehow get it done again. Tua Tagovailoa knows the importance of Sunday's matchup with the Ravens and Lamar Jackson. This is a huge spot. Monumental situation for Tua to show he can win a ball game like this on the road as the inferior quarterback. And here's the deal. Tua is expected to get this done. I believe the Miami Dolphins are a better football team than the Baltimore Ravens. I picked Miami to make the playoffs preseason, not Baltimore. This is one of those, we referenced the AFC West before, wheel stop spinning. This could end up being a tiebreaker scenario game at the end of the season for 2 teams battling for the wild card. And honestly, Mike McDaniel has big-time weapons at his disposal. You know Tyreek Hill is going to bring his A game. Jalen Waddle the same. I expect a big game out of Chase Edmonds. And this defense for Mike McDaniel, listen, this is a group that has stoned Lamar Jackson in the past. So it's all about Tua Tagovailoa delivering the goods. He has the coach. He has the weapons. He has the defense. I'm picking Miami to win. I'm picking Tua to get it done. There is absolutely no excuse. Week 1 was an uncharacteristic struggle for Joe Burrow, throwing 4 interceptions in a loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers. But I fully expect my guy Joe Burrow to bounce back in a huge way Sunday on CBS against the Dallas Cowboys. Joe Burrow had the worst game of his life and still was able to throw what amounted to the game-winning touchdown to Jamar Chase. And if the snap was right and the kick was pure, then we'd be laughing about the slop fest early, because he did get in that rhythm in the second half and then in overtime. And you know Joe Burrow is absolutely going to kick derriere and take names. I think that Jamar Chase is going to have a monster game. I think that Chase is going to absolutely, that's fun. When you look at the Chase and Diggs matchup, I think that Chase is going to own Diggs. I think Joe Mixon's going to have a big game. I think the Cincy defense going to absolutely be angry, and they're going to remind Cooper Rush that he's Cooper Rush. I still have very high hopes for the Cincinnati Bengals. Nothing has changed. The Dallas Cowboys, I thought, were an inferior team even before Dak Prescott got hurt. I think that Cincinnati, a salty Bengals team, going to take all of their frustrations out on the Dallas Cowboys Sunday in a lopsided game on CBS. Welcome back, Time to Shine. Football Friday staple here on Time to Shine. Love or loathe. What a quote from Baker Mayfield. I wish it was a little bit taller. Wish it was a baller. Nah, I could keep going, but I won't. So, love or loathe, Baker will have Giants problems against the Giants on Sunday. Loathe. I think the Carolina Panthers are going to win. And lost in the shuffle of what transpired last week in the Baker Mayfield revenge game, Baker played brilliantly when it mattered the most. And there was a phantom penalty called on defense for Carolina. Otherwise, they would have won that game. And I know everyone is all fired up about the Giants and Brian Daboll changing the culture, and he has and he will, and it's great, but the Panthers are the better team. And I think Carolina, behind Baker Mayfield, with Christian McCaffrey, with those receivers, and with a legit defense, I think Carolina is going to be focused, and I think Carolina and Baker Mayfield going to smash the New York Football Giants. NFC South, love or loathe, Tom Brady will shine Sunday against the Saints. Loathe. The Saints are going to win. Tom Brady, how about this nugget of futility? It's crazy. 0-4 in the regular season against the Saints while with Tampa. Now, of course, he did win against the Saints to end Drew Brees' career the year they won the Super Bowl. But these stats are horrible. The feel on the Bucs offense all preseason, Brady going away for 11 days. I mean, it's kind of dreadful. The injury report, I mean, it's pretty terrible in terms of basically every weapon for Tampa Tom is on the injury report. There are availability questions all over the place. Tampa beat Dallas in week 1, but that was kind of a pop gun offense. The offensive line struggles. Saints always have an unbelievable home field advantage. I feel great about the Saints offense, great about the Saints defense. I think the Saints are going to march to a victory again against Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I can't stress enough, and I love this game, but how much I love the Saints to take care of business. Staying in the NFC, love or loathe, Trey Lance is going to dance versus Seattle. I loathe this. Now, don't misinterpret. I think the Niners will win this game. I think they're going to win because at the end of the day, Seattle just had its Super Bowl against Russ. Obviously, everyone hates Russell Wilson, and Pete Carroll hates him, and players hate him, and the energy was great, but Trey Lance can't function. I mean, I know people talk weather. He completed 46% of his passes in an NFL game in week number 1. So, Jimmy Garoppolo should play, and I'm going to keep screaming that. I think San Francisco wins this on defense. I think Geno Smith is going to crash back down to earth. Nick Bosa is going to be amazing. Fred Warner is going to be amazing. Trey Lance can't dance, but I love the bounce-back ability for the San Francisco defense. And finally, love or loathe, the champs looking like the champs against Atlanta. Love. Rams are going to roll. They get the gift of the schedule after Buffalo came to town. Now Cooper Kupp and Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay and Aaron Donald and company get the lowly Falcons, who lost their Super Bowl. I said Seattle had a Super Bowl and won against Denver. For Atlanta, terrible team. Big rivalry game against, obviously, the Saints. They had it, they blew it, they choked, they lost it. This won't happen again. Matthew Stafford is going to dominate. Cooper Kupp is going to dominate. Loved Sean McVay challenging Cam Akers. Akers will bounce back. Big game for Allen Robinson. They'll find him. Aaron Donald's going to have a monster game on defense. My worry level after week 1, 0 for the champs. They were celebrating a lot, had a lot of injuries, tumultuous offseason. I think the Rams are going to look like a great team coming up on Sunday.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell for more videos.